Impatience. Impatience is designed by Satan. You're valuable. Your life is not microwavable. God is the chef, and when He marinates you, for your flavor to be right, a few years have to pass through. But don't we feel like, how's it love if I got all the gas to move but no maneuvers? Been doing all this work, but there's no movement. What I'm trying to do, don't you want me to get out here and do this? Love can be confusing, but what love wants us to understand is desire is the first requirement of a good student. You wanting something doesn't mean it's time for it. When loving each other, we forget there's a timing to it. Patience is required if you let go, and now Jesus got the wheel. Don't it? Take a little time to get a car out that's stuck in the field. Don't it? Take a little moment to pull you up when you hanging off the cliff. Patience is needed, cause one slip and that's it. When He's loving me, He's delicate, because love is patient. Welcome to Morning Motivation. I don't know where you're headed today. If you're going into the workplaces to get prepared to face it, you can turn to any station. You can get that encouragement from anywhere. But you are a child of God, and as His child, would you say, if you didn't love people the right way, today would be a waste? So this motivation is not for the grind or the come up. This encouragement is to spur you on towards love. And we're talking about showing love to people who are really hard to love in our lives. Loving them in situations where we have to interact with this person. Like a boss, a co-worker, a spouse, a parent, a sibling. And in the piece, it says, desire is the first requirement of a good student. You wanting something doesn't mean it's time for it. And that brings us to Romans chapter 10, verse 2. For I can testify about them that they are zealous for God, but their zeal is not based on knowledge. They are zealous for God. The desire is there. I want God in my life. I want God to lead in my life. I want the fruit of the Spirit living in me. I want that love, that joy, that peace, that kindness. I want all of it to fill the walls and halls of my house. The desire is there. The problem was, the desire is not based on knowledge. Yeah, you want it, but the how to obtain it was not based on the knowledge of God. So desire is the first requirement of a good student. But you wanting something doesn't mean it's time for it. God is a teacher, and how He operates has to be learned. You have to be patient enough to allow God to give you the knowledge to get what you want. I mean, it is His way you're going right. And His ways are greater than our ways. His mind is greater than my mind. So what God does is put desire in you first. He stirs the spirit. But you can't let your desire take over. You want to improve relationships with your boss, your co-worker, your spouse, your child, a parent, great. Now let God do the work. Do His work in you to show you how to get that improved relationship. There's a specific way that in the relationship with the boss and you, there's a certain way it's gonna bring peace based on y'all's personalities and how He designed y'all. And each party don't always have that knowledge, that how to treat each other better so that we can have a peaceful relationship. The way He's built husband and wife, spouses together. Sometimes we don't have the knowledge in us to know how to operate properly. They were zealous for God. The desire was there, but the zeal was not based on knowledge. The how to obtain what they wanted was not based on the knowledge of God. You have to be patient with yourself to allow God to show you how to accomplish what you want. Because love is patient. This is your morning motivation. I don't know where you're headed today, but if it's into the workplace to get prepared for what you gotta face, you can turn to any station. You can get that encouragement anywhere. But you are a child of God, and as His child, would you say, if I don't love people the right way, today will be a waste? So this motivation is not for the grind, for the come up. This encouragement is to spur you on towards love. And God say, on His word daily, you should meditate. So let this marinate. Love is patient.